It's the Magic Gathering Strat Show. It's a show about a magic podcast. Hello, everybody. It's me, Brennon, your lovable host. Along with me, as always, are my two co-hosts. That's right. It is Sam, the Vault Boy Hunter. Say hello, Sam.
Hello, everybody out there listening.
And Dan, the fan of history.
Hej på er!
That's right. Hey, Puer, indeed. We're going to talk a little bit about some Standard Pauper, our weeks in review, and then finish up with a little bit of the Pauper Classic Tuesday. And hopefully, there won't be any inappropriate deck names to talk about. Yeah. Anyway, let's start off with some Standard Pauper. This is weird, and I'll talk a little bit about it. Okay. SPDC this past Sunday, June 14th. 14 players, 14 reported. Thank you very much. 3-round Swiss with a top 8 playoff.
Wow. That
Everybody
should have been a
gets
top four
in.
playoff
Yeah.
with only 14 players.
Because look at the top 4. Look at that win ratio.
Oh my gosh. How did the 2 and 2s...
I have no idea.
Huh. That makes my head hurt a little bit.
Makes my head hurt a lot a bit.
Why? Because 2-2s will make it if 8 out of 14 make it.
Yeah, but look, how did a 2-3 make it in the top 4? And a 3-1 did not. 2 3-1s
because
did not.
there were top 8 playoff and the 3-1 lost the 3-0 deck lost the quarterfinal.
To the 2-1.
Yeah.
And then the 2-1 lost in the top 4, which made that one a 3-2. I don't know.
Yeah, it was probably a 1-2 making it as well.
Yeah.
For the number 8 could have been 1-2.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, he beat Anamarotus to
I
make
would
it
feel
into the
horrible
top
if I
4.
didn't make the top 8 here.
Yeah, I would have looked at my deck and
Oh,
maybe come up with something else. What?
poor Roberto.
I wasn't going to say nothing, man.
Oh, poor
Dude.
guy. I'm so sorry, man.
He's not on the list, man. We just don't say nothing.
I'm so sorry. I just looked it up. I'm sorry. Okay.
Anyway, first place, Taser the Dog with Is It Control. Battle Captain with Red Deck Wins. It's an appropriate name with an appropriate deck. Dave Brakar, or Dav Brakar, with Boros, Bad Boros Aggro. We've seen that one before. Master of Physics with the White-Black Control. Amnaramoto's Mono Black Exploit. Crummy Dummy
That
with...
looks interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really go into it this week, but a Mono Black Exploit deck is something that we had talked about several weeks ago.
Yeah, it looks very interesting.
Going over if we could make it work. Black-Red Slide deck by Karame Dummy. Mono Blizzu Control by Dr. Baker, host of this week. And Kukikira Heroic. Kukikira plays that deck quite often. Or plays in these tournaments that often.
I mean, there's a few new names there. Crummy Dummy.
Never seen it.
Kikikira.
Dav
Battle
Brakar.
Captain.
Yep. If they're not new accounts, then they are at least new to this.
I've played Dabrakar, I think.
That's cool.
How do you guys feel about Deathbridge Shaman replacing Black Cat?
What?
Deathbridge Shaman. It's the 3 casting cost 3/1. When Deathbridge Shaman dies, target opponent discards a card.
How many mana?
3.
No.
It's a 3/1 though.
Nope.
No?
Oh, I wouldn't do it.
Deadbridge Shaman.
Yeah.
Yeah. it'll
from
be in
Origins.
Origins.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, but it doesn't fill the same role as Black Cat. I think playing both would be pretty bad for the opponent, and then exploiting them.
Oh god, exploiting
That does
that.
feel kind of gross, doesn't it? Okay.
I don't think it's a replacement, but if you put it in as part of your aggro package,
I mean, it curves right after Black Cat.
Yeah, you go Black Cat, Deadbridge Shaman, and
It's
then
true.
the Vulture at 4. So that sounds pretty good.
yeah, not
Or
bad, not
you,
bad. Yeah, I don't
you
think it's a replacement of, but in addition to, if you want to have it as part of your exploitations.
The discard of Black Cat is a lot more powerful than Deadbridge Shaman's discard.
you double
Oh,
block and
random.
trade up? No.
No, it's it's random, whereas this one they get to choose.
That is true.
I like random.
That's a lot of exploit value, and then you use the return a creature from your graveyard thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get quite a lot of value.
It is true.
Okay, sorry about
All
that,
right.
guys. Carry on.
Yeah, you're trying to derail the show. Thanks a lot, Sam.
I did, just a little.
Anyway, here's the winner. Is It Control by Taser the Dog. Went 5 and 1. Creatures. There's 0 dude bros in this deck. It's all spells and lands. You have 4 Anticipates, Divinations, Flurry, Lightning Strike, Magma Spray, but let's get into that in a little more in depth. With our, starting off, 4 Anticipates. I like it already. Followed up by 4 Divination. 4 Flurry of Horns. Here's win condition number 1. 4 Lightning Strike. Back up to your win condition and removal. 4 Magma Spray. Here's the control package. 4 Nullify. Lots and lots of Nullify. And here is more of the secondary win condition with Ojutai's Summons. Then you have
Yeah, I was
Treasure
waiting
Grooves.
to see that over the Rise of Eagles.
Yeah, it was funny because when I was putting this together, I have all the pictures that I use saved on my computer when I'm creating these, and I had yet to save Ojutai's Summons on my computer, which means I haven't put it up here. If I did, it was only a one-shot deal.
Wow.
Yeah. I rarely have to go searching for at this point in the meta, I rarely have to go look for the pictures because they're all saved to my hard drive.
It is pretty
For-
awesome to see.
For a
summons
control
getting
deck,
pulled.
it seems better than Rise of Eagles. But
think so.
I guess you need the blockers quicker.
Yeah, you get one mana sooner.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, I missed it. One thing I didn't put up here was the 4 Whisk Away. It's the
Alright.
last one. 4 Whisk Away. So for more control. Alright. 11 Islands. 4 Montañas. 4 Evolving Wilds. And 4 not Radiant Fountains. Dang, missed that. 4 Swiftwater Cliffs. Just imagine that these Radiant Fountains here in this image are Swiftwater Cliffs.
And imagine there's one extra mountain.
Is there 5?
Yeah.
I think I had 5. But no one would have even cared had you not said something to break my dreams.
I'm just derailing the show all over the place, folks. I apologize.
See, here we go. Hold on. We're gonna just
a picture
for
of an actual mountain.
yeah. Here, how many mountains do you need?
I need 1,000,000 mountains.
Look, mountains everywhere. Boom. Is that enough mountains for you, Sam? Is this
Can I
good
talk
enough
this
for
for
you?
mana?
Those are some nice mountains.
Are you not
Yeah.
entertained?
Look at these mountains. You don't get these beautiful mountains here. This is what you get. You get crappy clip art.
Oh,
what you
I
get.
like clip art.
That's what we're gonna do.
Give
So
me
there.
some of those. that PNG art up there.
PNG.
That looks like a state flag. Oh,
That's beautiful.
Yeah. 2 kilobyte big. Okay.
Anyway. Yes, and Radiant Fountains, which is just an illusion. It's supposed to be Swiftwater Cliffs. So, let's look at this. Opening hand. Island, Evolving. Anticipate, it's already good. Divination, interesting. Ojitize, that's a little early. And Flurry of Horns. It's 2 good cards, but you are not casting them for a while.
You never want to draw another win con. You just want to hit a whole bunch of land drops.
Yeah. Because if your next card is Ojitize Summons, that's some bad feels.
You're doing some serious drawing, though.
You are. You got draw, filter, draw. Let's see what happens next, but let's take a look at the curve. It's a weird curve. There's no four drops. Boom. No 4 drops.
Huh. I guess you could run the instant draw 2 card for 4 mana over the divinations, but
Nah.
I don't think that's necessarily a good trade-off.
No.
Nah, I think you should keep the divs. Even though it is instant speed.
Weave Fate is getting printed in Origins. I wonder if that means Divination isn't.
That would make sense. Alright, well, let's look at the next 6. Okay. First up, Whisk Away.
Okay, then you're safe.
Yeah, I feel good.
You can whisk away the big threat coming at you. Oh, there's a mountain. So you get at least 1 mountain. And I guess you have your Evolving Wild from earlier, so you can have 2 mountains at this point. If for some reason you need 2 mountains. Lightning Strike, also very good.
Pretty nice draws.
Yep. Another island. So now you should be able to cast just about everything.
This deck has been incredibly resilient over the course of this format. It's always there among the top 3 decks.
Yeah, it's very well positioned. Combining.
Does it lose a lot at rotation?
Actually, we can look at that. Let's take a look at that after we get done looking at this. Yeah. We can figure that out. And then another win con. Which really isn't that bad at this point because you have all your mana in the world. So you're doing pretty good at this point.
I actually kind of like it there. So yeah, I think that's a good keep.
Okay. But that is a good... You brought up something interesting, Dan. Let's get past these crappy mountains.
Those are the best mountains ever.
Sure.
I think red-blue control is always a pretty good bet in Standard Pauper, but something put this over the top, and maybe it was Nullify.
Maybe.
Actually,
I think it was the Flurry of Horns.
But that's just the win condition. You can have... Oh, of course, you get 2 blockers. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, they are good blockers, or 2/3s. But let's look at what happens after rotation. Sam, if we speculate that it's going to be... what was the card again?
It would be Weave Fate, because it's getting reprinted.
So let's assume that Divination is not. Because last
time Divination already in Tarkir block?
No, that was in Theros.
Okay.
Last time it was printed was M15.
Hopefully.
Boop. So we can look at it. The magic of deck box. Yep, M15 and Theros. Well, boy, gods. All right.
Have Standard Pauper without Divination.
It's going to feel weird not to have Divination if they go that route.
Unless it's in Zendikar.
Yeah.
All right. Flurry of Horns will be gone. Lightning Strike will be gone. But I'm sure it'll be replaced with something, but I wonder what.
They've already told us it's going to be the forecasting cost Scry 1, 3
Oh,
damage.
yeah, 3 damage.
Lightning Javelin.
Yeah, that's terrible. Okay, so
lightning strike like spell has been around forever. In Standard Pauper.
two damage, two mana, 3 damage.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Cassandra's got to have some kind of backup, and not the Javelin.
I hope it's not the Javelin.
In fact, she specifically needs something closer to 1 mana, because if you were going to flip her anytime soon, you'd be able to cast her and then ping with only 3 mana available in the next turn.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
If we're going to talk about her, we probably have to show her. But that's far outside Standard Pauper.
Yeah, that's pure speculation. Anyway, she needs to do damage to flip. Long story short, Magma Spray gone. Nullify gone. Ojutai is sticking around. Treasure Cruise is sticking around. Whisk Away is sticking around.
Island's getting banned.
Island's getting banned, I'm sure. Here's a Swiftwater Cliff in case anybody didn't know what it looked like, since I failed to put it in my lovely
Do we
presentation.
have Essence Scatter or something like that?
No, they haven't reprinted that since M14 now.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think it's very likely we'll get Lightning Strike and Essence Scatter thing in Zendikar at least.
Something like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
As of right now, they have not printed a 1 casting cost spell in Origins. There's nothing spoiled that costs 1 as a spell. There's a couple of creatures.
Yeah, Gideon.
The best Savannah Lion ever.
Yeah, exactly. I think so.
Yep.
Best Savannah Lion or greatest Savannah Lion?
Whichever way you want to say it.
Disdainful Stroke will be around. Voyage's End, gone. Scouring Sands, gone. Negate, sticking around.
Yeah, just got a reprint.
And Mnemonic Wall, gone. But I don't think that was in anybody's top 10.
Voyage's End, they could actually reprint. I doubt they will.
I guess they did make Scry evergreen, so why not? But yeah, that's like half the deck gone.
Wow. I mean, right now, blue actually does look pretty good, at least as far as the commons go. So, we'll have to see. Nullify is going to be a kick in the face losing, though.
Yeah, but like Dan said, if they do some kind of Essence Scattery, remove Soul-y thing.
Yeah, the need to counter enchantments will, of course, be much less after Theros rotates.
Yep, that's very true. Very true indeed. Well, alright, let's get back to the regularly scheduled program. Sam, how was your week?
I'm good. My wife and I finished catching up on Game of Thrones.
Good for you.
We watched the season finale on Monday, and then
7 hells.
We both actively cried for about 45 minutes. Ugh, horrible. I don't know.
Absolutely nothing happened, people.
I
hope it died.
Don't even worry about it. Turn away. Spoilers, turn away.
You should listen to Game of Thrones chat, episode 10 for season 5, because Brennon is guest hosting on it.
I did.
I'm not setting out to spoil anything. I will say I now hold George R.R. Martin in the same regard that I hold George Lucas. And the fact that he seems to have no long-term concept of how to write epic stories. So
I think he's just not fitting in your mold. I think you're trying to put him into a mold, Sam. He doesn't
I'm trying
fit
to
in your
put
mold.
him in the good writer mold.
Psh, says you.
And
I think it was awesome.
I know the show doesn't quite line up with the books, and they've taken liberty on the show in some instances.
A little bit.
Quite a bit. I mean, things are happening now that happened like way earlier in the books and stuff, so things aren't quite lining up. But I have, as of tomorrow, I'll have 10 days left of no carbs.
Oh my goodness, how's that working out for you?
I eat a lot of meat, and I have no energy.
I was about to say you're tired as hell.
When you get carbs back, you will love George R. R. Martin again.
Yeah, it's you getting the hangries that's making you hate George R. R. Martin. It has nothing to do with his writing.
It's been since the fourth book. I read that like 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And then I walked away from it all. So, but and then I have a update. I have 6 cards to my cube coming. I did an update. It's on Cube Tutor if anybody would want to draft it and leave comments.
Mm-hmm.
I always like that. Trying to think. And I'm going to work on a deck for Baba's deck challenge.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Yes, let's talk about it right now. Baba
tweeted it out today, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Baba, our co-worker at MagicGatheringStrat.com.
Magnificent Overlord.
Hey, nobody overlords this guy.
I like to call him my Magnificent Overlord.
What you two do in the privacy of your own home is your own business.
Just on Twitter, folks. Just on Twitter.
All right. The Pauper Brewers Cup, Season 1. Dun, dun, dun. Basically, he gives you a condition. You meet that condition, brew a deck. It gets voted. And at the end of the 8 weeks, the 8 winners will be entered into a mini Pauper Gauntlet.
It looks like Roberto has already put something up. There is quite a few comments up already.
Jank. Wow. That's a lot of comments. I've dropped the requirements. I can't edit the post. Okay, yeah. Go out there, folks. Again, MagicGatheringStrat.com. It is right out here on the main page.
Tom Scud put one up. I've not seen him. I've not seen him put up a brew before. I wonder. Well, here, let's take a look at it real quick. It'll only take a second.
There were old school brews with Cavern Harpy back in the day.
Yeah.
Someone could have just.
It's down at the bottom of the comments.
I can control F.
There he is. Vampire Hounds.
Enigma Eidolon?
Oh, it's an Eidolon.
What the hell is that? I've never seen that before.
Whenever you play a multicolored spell, you can get it back in your hand. This one mills. And there's 3 different Eidolons in there. So you can recur it infinitely with the Cavern Harpy. That one gives -1/-1.
I don't know. Entropic Eidolon. So he's like from Saint-Tropez or something like that?
Yes. Where they eat Saint-Tropez food. I don't know what they. Oh, it's a.
Oh, lost life, gain life.
I guess that offsets Cavern Harpy pretty nicely.
That's a million mana.
It is. They're all forecasting costs, if I remember correctly. They're all from Guild Pact.
Yeah.
The white one, can't remember what it does either.
Vampire Hounds. I love Vampire Hounds.
And it's got Tortured Existence.
You gotta fill up that graveyard, yo. Yep, +2/+2. Nice.
It's super grindy, Dan. Dan likes grindy decks, folks.
I love it.
Cool. Well, that is interesting. But yeah, go out there. MagicGatheringStrat.com. Check that out.
Brew up decks. That's it for me, folks.
Mr. Dan.
Yeah.
How are you?
I went back to Tron for Pauper.
I saw that video.
Yeah. And I have played some Modern Masters.
Saw that video
good
too.
stuff.
Heck yeah.
And it's a lot more fun than I thought. But I am really excited about Origins because, to my surprise, it looked quite core set-y. I thought it would be something different for the last core set, but it looks really core set-y, and I love drafting the core sets. So I will be fully Origins once it releases.
Yeah, I like the way Origins is shaping up. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be cool because it actually has some stories in it. I know we don't get too Vorthosy on here, but I like keeping up with all the stories, and learning everyone's backstory has been pretty cool. The Mothership has been posting all kinds of backstory stuff. Chandra was real recently.
Very Vorthos.
Yeah.
There's a really good article out there I've seen tweeted a couple times or retweeted about imperialism in Chandra.
Oh yeah, how she has an Indian name but Irish.
Her freaking plane is based on Calcutta or something like that.
Yeah.
So, like she's a Irish chick from India, and so there's a couple of really good things out there on how Wizards kind of punted that flavor wise. So
right. Her name means moon god in Hindi? I can't remember which language it is, but yeah. Chandra. Indian-based plane. Totally Irish in ethnicity.
Yeah, ginger Indian. That sounds kind of hot, actually.
it actually sounds pretty tasty.
Yeah.
And you had ginger curry chicken. Is that what you're thinking?
Oh my god. I could probably eat that. I'm hungry.
Yeah, it does.
Ginger Guinness.
Ginger Guinness.
Okay, back on track.
Okay.
I'm looking for grind the Standard Pauper list. People seem to have, or my guru Roberto seems to have moved away from Gary's Cruise, and he gave me some exploit list, but I never really. It lacked the early defense of Gary's Cruise. So yeah, I'm jumping around between decks in Standard Pauper. Yeah, the big thing this week probably was that I reassembled the Tron deck for Modern.
Dun dun dun.
I still don't have the spells guides, but it seems that the metagame is pretty spells guide hostile. That is, spells guide is not as necessary, which leaves room for Ugin, the Spirit Dragon, which I'm now testing.
Nice.
And it seems a lot to win more to me. Maybe you need him to deal with the Sea Triners and stuff, but you still have 4 Oblivion Stones, so...
Is he in addition to or instead of Karn?
He's never, ever replacing Karn. That's not what he does.
Uh-huh.
But the question then is what he replaces.
Right.
He can't replace Oblivion Stone either. So he has to replace... And what people do is that they replace like Relic of Progenitus, or something like that.
Bad.
Or Spells Guide. So you take a cheap card and put in an 8 mana cost card instead, and people are just doing this. Everybody's doing it.
And it just kind of blows your curve.
And nobody's moving up to 21 lands even, so I am very skeptical about Ugin, but when you get to use him, it's like, oh bombs galore. He's so crazy, but I don't think you need that. You're still... He only helps you win when you have your Tron, and you're winning against almost every deck when you do. So yeah, I'm trying to evaluate him, but he looks so much win more.
How many copies are you running?
2.
2. Oh, so I mean, can you not just think about it like him being Karn copies 5 and 6, or?
Yeah, but he's quite different from Karn. He's not as useful as Karn is, I think. because Karn comes out earlier. Karn's remove lands and stuff. That's Karn is of course a lot better in the mirror, for example.
Well,
And I
yeah,
think it's very rare that you land Karn and you get Tron and then you need to clear the board because you're already winning.
I mean, I know he doesn't interact well at all in the mirror because he only removes the non-colored permanents on his
Right.
minus.
But I played the mirror and the other guy kept Ugin in, which surprised me.
that is weird. Like, exactly how many targets would he get from you?
He just went for the ultimate, but the match ended before he could get it to it.
Did
Interesting.
anybody... Baba put up a picture of a Modern Masters draft he did over the weekend. Did anybody take a look at that?
What he had, like...
Oh,
His pack 2 pick 1 was
Like,
Karn,
you
foil
get
Karn.
foil Karn or Karn. Which one do you want?
He took the foil.
both.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
I take my packs and concede.
You don't have to do that online because
Oh,
nobody
darn
has
it.
to change packs.
Oh, well.
Good stuff.
But yeah, you know what? I don't know if taking the foil Karn was the right choice. Have you seen how foil prices work on MTGO? They're kind of terrible.
That's weird.
Yeah, they're all over the map. Sometimes you can get a foil for, way less. I mean, sometimes not, but like if you're looking for, especially when I was looking for some of the Pauper cards, when you go through and find things, like that came in slivers or, the fire and lightning ones.
Yeah, but those are special. But they are very much cheaper on foil.
Yeah, they're a lot cheaper. So, anyway, foil prices are weird online. In paper, take the foil every time. Because people are crazy when it comes to foil paper cards.
Even the cheapest commons
Yeah.
are so insane foil prices. It's bonkers in paper.
People lose their minds.
The number one question you have to ask yourself if you are looking at the foil online is this redeemable or not? Because if it's redeemable, then it will be more expensive.
That's true.
Or if it's vintage.
Complete
like
sets.
Foil gushes, ridiculous expensive. Just anything that could go into a vintage deck because all those guys seem to want to bling out their entire decks.
Well, they keep them for years.
Yeah, I mean, you never have to do anything but add the occasional one-off card.
That is true.
Yeah, and foil gush is like 5 cents on Magic Online.
Crazy. All right. Well, that is an
That was
interesting
my week.
week. Cool.
Good week?
Yeah.
Yep.
My week. Not a lot happening. I've just been playing random matches online. Get online and see if my modern deck works. It works pretty good. I haven't taken it to anything other than the tournament practice room, but it's...
Are you still on mono red?
No, it's some decent green in there now. For Destructive Revelry when I need it, but yeah, it's a decent splash of green. Been using the Copper Line Gorges and also my fetch lands. Let's see, here we go. My profile. Let's look here. Modern Hyper Heroic. You have green, you have Become Immense, Mutagenic Growth. And then down here we have Destructive Revelry, Ranger's Guile. But yep, this is the deck. A Crowan Crusader, Kiln Fiend, Swift Spear, Hoplite. Looks so much like my standard deck. Then you have Apostle's Blessing, Become Immense, Brute Force, lightning bolt, which I have 4 M10 Canadian lightning bolts. They're so different from regular English lightning bolts. Mutagenic Growth, Battle Rage, which is freaking awesome. This card is no joke. Because if you're out there and you can, if at any point you can cast Teamer Battle Rage on a Kiln Fiend, if you have cast anything else, say a free spell like, I don't know, Mutagenic Growth, you are striking for a ton. You are striking through Wormcoil Engine and then hitting your opponent. And you survive. That's ridiculous. It's insane. Yep, and the good old Assault Strobe. Oh, and Rancor. Forgot about Rancor. Rancor's pretty hot. But that's it. That's my modern deck.
Looking good.
Bloodstain, Copperline. In paper, I'm missing these. I don't have these. I've been using the Carplusins, but online I have plenty of them.
Yeah, they are going up.
Mm-hmm.
Are those the check lands or are they the tax lands?
The ones if you have 2 or fewer, you may play this untapped.
I like the check if you control a forest or a mountain a little bit better, but I think they're a little more expensive.
The root.
They are definitely slower.
Yeah, and I didn't actually like the Copperline Gorges for a long time until I needed them. Because with only 18 lands, you rarely get above 3 lands. You're usually chilling at 3 or 4 through most of your games.
Yeah, so that definitely does help.
And I have these 8 fetch lands, which is pretty handy for Become Immense. But yeah, if you can, I don't know, turn 4 or whatever, Kiln Fiend, Become Immense, and Battle Rage it, oh boy, you're getting close to winning at that point. So
It's
anyway,
a shame there's not a good Infect card you can jam in there.
Yeah, I have an Infect deck too. This is my Infect deck. It's all mono green though. It has no blue. I don't like the blue. Blue is just control with Infect. It's not.
I don't know.
I don't think it's an Infect deck.
Blighted Agent is really good.
It is, but you're screwing your whole mana base for the one card, and then you're throwing a bunch of control crap on top of it. I just don't like it. But whatever. That's just my opinion.
You should be happy that you own 4 Inkmoth Nexus online. Yeah. That's a pretty good card to own right now.
Actually, I don't own them online. I have 0 online. This is all paper here.
Okay.
But yeah, look. They're like $25 to $35, depending on where you're buying them from.
Yeah, they were surprising that they were not in Modern Masters.
Yeah, although I think after this modern craze subsides, I think people will sell them all off.
Yeah, they will drop for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
But the normal procedure is when you go up that much, you almost never go down unless you're reprinted. So they will end up hanging around at somewhere between 15 and 20, I think.
That makes sense. I'm just glad I bought them all for 7. Woo woo. And actually, I paid no cash for them. I traded all for them.
Sweet.
I traded them at $7 value. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Cathedral of War, very cheap online right now. Get them.
Yeah. They're good stuff. All the ones in my deck are actually the other one. The media inserts one. That one.
Oh.
That's the one I have 4 of. And it was actually thanks to Peyton. I traded him some of my stuff, and he finished out my Cathedral of Wars. I needed 2 more. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. Anyway, that's been my week. Okay, folks. F&M time. You make any kind of poppery things happen at your local store? Doesn't have to be F&M. It could be Saturday or Sunday or whenever. Send me pictures. I'll promote the store and let everybody know what an awesome person you are. It's just a cool way to go. And I think the Tulare Community College might be doing a popper series in the near future. He mentioned something about it. That'll be interesting.
That would definitely be awesome. He has a lot of subscriptions now.
Oh, he took off, man. But he's a cool dude. He makes great videos. He is someone whose video production I respect.
He puts it all out there, so I like the professor quite a bit.
Yep, I do too. Seems like a good dude. I would have a beer with that man. So how are we sitting with Pauper Classic Tuesday, Sam?
I think it's the finals. It's of course it's Scion of Justice.
Oh great. What is he
versus Holika. It's ongoing. They're in game 2. And Sion's playing Elf. It looks like Holika's playing he's playing Familiars. So I have to think that this has to go. I don't know. Which one do you think would win here? I guess Familiars if it assembles its pieces quick enough, but Elf's otherwise.
What was the other guy playing?
Holika's playing Esper Familiars.
Yeah.
And Scion of Justice is playing. We're going to call it Elves no matter what he ends up calling it. Because that's what we have to do with Scion. He's got a sense of humor.
Seems like a horrible matchup for
He should be able to swarm.
I mean, right now he's got one land in play. Elvish Mystic, Quarian Ranger, Birchler Ranger, and he just played a Timberwatch Elf. And then Holika has a Nightscape Familiar.
That's it?
That's it, yeah.
Oh, Holika.
I'm with the Elves.
Yeah, me too. Unless you can get rid of Quarian Ranger and then subsequently Timberwatch, forget it.
And since it's probably S for Familiars and they play 0.0000 cards of removal ever, it seems unlikely. So, but it's a good turnout. 26 players, so one of the bigger ones in the last few weeks.
That is pretty good. And 25 have already reported. That's even better.
Den and Bears went 4-1. Congrats, Den.
Yay, Den.
Had to have lost in the... Scion is 6-0. Nobody was ready for Elves tonight. Huh?
Fade Away.
What do you put Fade Away on?
No, it's a sorcery. Oh my god.
The Elf player. That was the best Fade Away ever.
Took out the one land, all the creatures except for the Timberwatch.
Okay, I am now on Team Familiars instead.
That was completely brutal. That was like a 3 casting cost Wrath of God. Oh my gosh.
Well, that never happens when I play Fade Away.
They always find a way out of it when I play it.
Yep.
For each creature, that creature's controller pays 1 or sacrifices a permanent. Oh my god.
Actually, even when Fade Away is played against me, I always get away.
This has Karn flavor text. Consider the fable of the greedy herder. As her flock grew, so did her weariness. She slept, and the sheeps wandered off.
Karn is on
How
drugs.
did it apply to a Fade Away?
Karn's weird.
Idiot.
He loses his heart, Dan. And then has to have another heart made for him by Tezzeret. Does
And then
Tezzeret give up his heart?
Sounds like my every Friday.
Your heart. You lose your heart, Dan.
Yeah. And then I find a new one.
I'm so sorry.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
You're ending the show on a sad note, Dan. Thanks a lot.
Oh, we have to talk about something else.
Okay.
I don't know what.
I don't either. We don't have much else to talk about this today. We've kind of rambled on and on quite a bit. Well, folks, that is... I think we're going to end it on a high note. There, it looks like...
Scattershot Archer just came into play for Scion.
Dun dun dun.
That should really shut Familiars completely down. Ugh,
Or at least a
okay.
little bit.
Except
Little
that he
green
can
men
just
are gonna
bounce it
win.
when he wants to go off.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it all the way through. I'll let you guys know what happened next week.
Sounds good. Alright, folks. Find us at MagicGatheringStrat.com, YouTube/MagicGatheringStrat, also on Patreon. If you like what you hear, if you want to support us, go to Patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat. Twitter, follow at MagicGathStrat. You can follow me at Cerulean Says Hi. Hello. And also Sam at SPO7677. Please like and subscribe. You can also find us on the Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat. Well, that's it for this week and for the show. I am Brennan.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Dan.
And this has been the Magic Gathering Strat Show.
The best show there is.
You're damn right.